Hey friends, and welcome to another Miniature Adventures review. So today, I'm excited. I really am. Dark Overlord, the red box. Now this is a game kind of like Fun Employed, whereby basically you are a minion and someone is the Dark Lord, and you have to make excuses as to why your mission failed. Basically, is the general gist of the game. So let me see if I can. There we go. So let's take a look. Firstly, I love the artwork on this. This is a kind of fantasy game that we at Miniature Adventures love. We're going to get into the cards, but this is just beautiful. And then there's a green box as well, just that you can kind of add. It says for age 14 plus, 4 to 7 players, and 30 to 60 minutes, which is about right. So let's take a look. I gotta crack this open. This is just great. So, rulebook. It's fairly simple, but also it can get fairly complicated. As I say, basically the whole point is to lie away and I guess throw your opponents under the cart, so to speak, and not displease the Dark Overlord. And for that, you've got various cards, there's various hints, and I think if you get 3 evil sneers, then the game is over, and whoever had the most hint cards wins. So I think these are the hint cards. So I haven't actually played it. I've seen it played. The Yogscast, they played it, and I think Bearded Dragon Dungeons, they played it as well. But Rigor Mortis' magic staff. So these kind of gives you like clues and places that you kind of use. So you're like, hey, you know, we got caught by the old squid, you know, or the 1,000 tentacles attacked. That's that kind of thing. And there's all sorts of hint cards for that. And it's basically, I think, whoever has the most or the least of those once the evil sneers out. And that's basically what these are, just kind of hints and stuff to help you along, to help you blame your opponent, basically. I'm not too sure what these are. And these are the evil sneers. You don't want those. you don't want those. But I mean, look at this. This is beautiful. Like, even down to the artwork of the box is fantastic. The artwork on these cards are beautiful. The old squid, the scarecrow, the lantern. I mean, just look at this. This is some fantastic artwork. I believe this was actually originally a Kickstarter a couple of years ago. And then kind of got released by Asmodee Games. But I mean, just look at this, like the Dark Manor. Ooh, a window into the world. So I guess that's kind of an alien. Interesting. The desperate situation. Sometimes the only solution is to pray. The bridge over the river. I mean, you know, so basically you'll have a deck of these and you'll use them, and whoever's the most convincing, you know, and they think it's telling the truth, are obviously going to be the ones who win. Sandstorm, the dragon. I don't know what these are yet. I'll have to take a look. As I say, I haven't actually played it, and I didn't see these getting used. But I mean, on the whole, it's a fairly simple game. It doesn't really... What's that going? Is that going? Oh, see, there's very different levels of sneers. It doesn't lend itself to a very difficult premise. Oh, here we go. So pass the buck, freeze, back off the line, no way. So you kind of use these actions with hint cards to kind of, you know, push things through. But even the artwork in the book. Let's see if we can zoom out a little bit. There we go. So the artwork in the book is just, this is a very well done rulebook. I wouldn't say it's an easy game to play. It's not, even though the premise is easy. When you have all the different cards, that kind of, you know, makes it a bit hard. But I mean, look, it's a funny dragon. The rulebook itself, though, is 23 pages, and I think some of these are extra rules that you can use. Here we go. So, win the game. If a player advances to the third Withering Look card, the Dark Master meets out his doom, and the game is over. The winner is the surviving player with the most hint cards in play in front of him. In case of a tie, whichever player has the most hint cards in front of him and was most recently the Dark Master wins the game. So, yeah, I mean, everyone gets to be the Dark Master and it just kind of passes along. And I mean, just look at this. This is just fantastic. Definitely a game. And we're definitely going to be playing this on the channel. I mean, this is kind of in the same realms, theme-wise, as Dungeon Mayhem, 5-minute dungeon, things like that. And I mean, it's just, this is just dripping with theme. I mean, the series goes, it's all fantasy, kind of quirky fantasy. Sea Serpent doesn't take itself seriously. The artwork is funny, well done. Yeah, and overall it's an all well game. Now, I do believe it is still in print, so you can still get at least the red box. I think you can get the green box still. And there are two, and they are standalone, but they can be mixed together. And they add different kind of cards and different themes, but the general rules are the same. I think there was an expansion that got released that kind of added a few extra more cards. But yeah, that's it. Dark Overlord. I mean, I'm going to give this, based on the artwork and the general out, I'm going to give this a 7. Now, that may go up when we go to play it, because obviously I haven't played it, so I don't know how the rule mechanics work. But just based on the actual set, I'm going to give it a 7. And it may go up if the gameplay is as fun as it seems and as easy to grasp. So, that's us from Miniature Adventures. Definitely worth giving it a try if you can find a copy. Definitely worth a play. Please head on over to Patreon. And head on over to Honda Hobbies for your Miniature Adventures merchandise. It just helps support the channel. I'd also like to say I'm so happy with 100 subscribers on YouTube. That is absolutely fantastic. And we'll see you all next time. Thank you. Bye.